ओके, सो चलिए शुरुआत करते हैं हमारे कोरल ड्रॉ के क्लास थ्री, तीसरी क्लास होगी शायद ये, है ना। हम लोग ने दो, एक कॉम्प्लीमेंट्री किया था और एक हमने वो मोनोक्रोम मोनोक्रोम देखा था, राइट। सो आज हम जो है एक और सेशन में अंदर जाएंगे। हमारे पास थोड़ा सा स्लो वर्क हो रहा है, तो लेट मी जस्ट क्रिएट अ टैम्प, क्लियर कर दें। इस बार फिर से हम 1080 बाय 1080 में जाएंगे और स्क्वायर में, और सेम साइज, सारी चीज़ सेम ही रहेगी। और इस बार हम लोग क्या करेंगे, फिर एक और कलर थ्योरीज को इसमें एक्सप्लोर करेंगे और कुछ एक कॉन्सेप्ट्स यानी कुछ अदर टूल्स को इसके अंदर इम्प्लीमेंट करेंगे, इंक्लूड करेंगे। तो सबसे पहले हम इस सेक्शन पे आ जाते हैं और लेट्स जस्ट से हमें बताया नहीं गया है कि हमें कौन सा कलर यूज़ करना है, हमें क्या बनाना है, हमको नहीं बताया गया। बस हमें बताया गया है कि भाई आपके पास कोई एक ऑब्जेक्ट है या कोई एक प्रोडक्ट है और आपको उसको एंडोर्स करना है, वो चीज़ दी गई। तो हमने लास्ट वाले में देखा था कि हमने कॉम्प्लीमेंट्री यूज़ किया था विथ द इमेज, हमने उसको डायरेक्ट निकाल के एक इमेज पे यूज़ किया था। बट दिस टाइम what if we do not have that much authority over the image itself might be not having that much multiple colors which you can actually put inside of your canvas so that you will get a good output from there. Or either probably there might be chances that as an artist you could not able to figure out that the image cannot be calculated. So how do we then what will be the option for us? Then you will have to go for Pantone color of the year. This is basically related to, it's not related to the fashion field, but basically these colors have been decided by the fashion industry itself. So they are the ones who are figuring out the color of the year every year. Pantone itself, the company's name is Pantone, they release their colors, and all the fashion industry actually follows their colors. So hence whatever you are getting in your gallery for the clothings, uh, from January to March you will always get Pantone color of the color of the year, the clothings which have the colors similar to the Pantone color. Then after that there will be warm tone colors, which is in summer you actually use warm tone, and then winter you will get cool tone, right. And then after that there's a neutral which is applied on all of that. So this year is 2023 colors which is being given by the Pantone is this one: fiery red, beetroot purple, tangalo, peach pink, empire yellow. These are the colors. So we are hoping that to get these colors for our galleries for this year, right. So it's February, so definitely when you go to some niche stores you will definitely find these colors, and they are going to throw these colors as well. So in graphic designing people also do something like that, because they need some base, they need to create a base. So what they do, they actually follow some of them actually follow these colors. So we've got fiery red, and we do not have any value in hexadecimal written over here. So what we are going to do, we are going to search about the uh, Viva Magenta is they are naming over here. So let's just say we're uh, Viva Magenta hexa code, and we might get the hexa code over here. So what we'll do, we'll take a base of Viva Magenta, and to fill the color it is there. Now I'll just have to take the copy that, so hashtag BB2649. I'll just make name it and BB is capital. Case actually makes some difference into, right? So lower and right, it is case sensitive. So now I've got this Viva Magenta over here, and now I have to create an artwork over a single color and without using any complementary. If I decided that I do not want to use any complementary, so I could use monochrome, that is also there. But there is also one another theory which is called analogous and anti-analogous theory. Anti-analogous or either analogous is commonly known as counterclockwise and clockwise theory. And what is this? What is a counterclockwise and what is a clockwise? Is that let's go to color wheel. Let's just say if you are working on any color. Currently we are working on magenta color. So I have this magenta. Let's just say this is the magenta we are working on. And if I wanted to apply an analogous theory, so I had to find out what is the exact complementary of it, and the exact complementary will be this lemon yellow. Lemon yellow will be the exact complementary. So to reach from this section to here, we need to use red, orange and yellow in between. So we need to create graphics. If we are using a text of lemon yellow, then we need to put graphics in between of these colors. That is called our analogous color theory, and the anti-analogous will be this one, the counterclockwise version. So if we need to go from here, then we'll use these. Ultimately it all resides with warm tone and cool tone. We are working over these colors, so that means we are adding warm tone between the contrast, and either here we are adding the cool tone among the grass contrast. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna apply an analogous theory over here, and I definitely have to see that this will be the complementary. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna select another one, give it a fill color, will click and take all the color information from there, and then I'm gonna swap the red with blue. So it's 73 and it's 187. Probably we'll get okay, we'll have to replace it with um, red. Green has to be replaced with red. 38 or 187, yeah, then we'll got the, yeah, zarur, replacing one, yeah, correct. When we had to do that first, it's let me just, okay, let me think, okay, see, it's all resides in warm tone and cool tone first of all, right? And red has a very much complementary of green, right? So if we wanted to add a warm tone color tone, then you will have to replace red with blue. If it is a blue in dominance, if it is a blue in dominance, blue का color ज़्यादा है, it dominance है, then red replace with blue, then you will get cool tone, sorry, then you will get the warm tone. तब हमें warm color मिलने लगेंगे. अगर हम कूल टोन में हैं, डेफिनेटली ब्लू का डोमिनेंस ज़्यादा है तो रेड पे रिप्लेस किया, अगर रेड का डोमिनेंस ज़्यादा है ब्लू पे रिप्लेस किया तो हमें कूल टोन मिलेगा. लेकिन जब ये सेकेंडरी कलर में हो जाता है, जब सायन कलर आ जाता है, यानी ग्रीन और ब्लू दोनों का मिक्सचर हो रहा है और ग्रीन की वैल्यू ज़्यादा है, तो देन रेड रिप्लेस विद ग्रीन होगा, तब वो वैल्यूज़ ऑरेंजिश वैल्यूज़ आने लगेंगी, राइट? तो इधर जाने के लिए हमें रेड की वैल्यू बढ़ानी होगी. अब वो आप ग्रीन के साथ मिक्स कर लीजिए, तो ग्रीन रिप्लेस होगा तो रेड की वैल्यू बढ़ेगी, राइट? सो रेड की वैल्यू बढ़ाएंगे तो यहाँ पहुँच जाएंगे, और अगर ब्लू की वैल्यू बढ़ाएंगे यानी ग्रीन को ब्लू से रिप्लेस करेंगे तो हम फिर इन कलर्स में पहुँचने लगेंगे, राइट? तो ये जो मिक्स कलर हैं उनके लिए आपका ग्रीन के साथ मिक्सचर करना है, आइदर रेड आइदर ब्लू का. और अगर हमें क्या बोलते हैं रेड और ब्लू के बीच में आपस में मिक्स करना है तो उससे क्या है, कंप्लीट टोन चेंज हो जाती है. तो वार्म कलर चाहिए तो रेड बढ़ा दीजिए, और अगर कूल कलर चाहिए तो ब्लू बढ़ा दीजिए। ठीक, तो इसको बढ़ाने के लिए सिंपली हमको यहाँ पे वैल्यू रिप्लेस करना होता है। अब इस सेक्शन पे क्या, ये मैजेंटा है, यानी ब्लू और रेड मिक्स है आपस में, दो मिक्सचर कलर हैं। तो मैं अगर ब्लू और रेड ऑलरेडी उसमें मिक्स है और ब्लू और रेड को ही बढ़ाता या कम करता रहूं तो कोई वैल्यू उसमें कॉन्टेम्प्रेरी आएगी नहीं। लेकिन अगर मैं उसको ग्रीन के साथ मिक्स कर देता हूं, कि अगर मैं मान लीजिए 187 38 मैंने ग्रीन के साथ मिक्स किया, तो मुझे क्या मिलने लगा, जो इसका जस्ट कॉम्प्लीमेंट्री कलर है, प्रोबेबली ये लेमन से थोड़ा पहले का शेड है। अब अगर मैं इसी को 187 कर दूं और इसको 38 कर दूं, राइट, जो सेम कलर था, अब ब्लू के साथ इसको मिक्स कर दूं, तो आई प्रेस 73 और 38, सी रेड डोमिनेंस था तो मुझे अब ऑरेंज मिलने लगा, जो कि इसका जस्ट एनालॉगियस कलर है, ऑरेंज मिलने लगा मुझे उसके साथ। और कॉम्प्लीमेंट्री में इसका जस्ट अपोजिट ये वाला कलर मुझे मिलने लगा, लेमन येलो ग्रीन मिलने लगा, राइट। तो जो इस कलर का है इसका तो खैर लेमन येलो एग्जैक्ट है, और ये वाले का थोड़ा डार्क शेड था इसलिए लेमन वो मिलने लगा। तो ऐसे करेंगे तो हमें क्या मिल जाएगा, हमें इसको हम बोलते हैं जनरली एनालॉगियस कलर मिलने लगेंगे, और लेफ्ट से एंटी एनालॉगियस मिलेंगे। अगर यहाँ के कलर हम प्रिडिक्ट करते हैं यहाँ से यहाँ, तो ये स्प्लिट कॉम्प्लीमेंट्री हो जाते हैं। इनको स्प्लिट कॉम्प्लीमेंट्री बोलते हैं, इनको एनालॉगियस बोलते हैं, इनको एंटी एनालॉगियस बोलते हैं, जो जस्ट बगल से निकलते हैं। ठीक, so that is the thing. Just give me 10 minutes, I'll just come a little bit breather, right? ओके, चलिए शुरू करते हैं। सो इसका एनालॉगियस कलर जो फॉर्म है वो हमने रेड और ब्लू के साथ हम रिप्लेस करके वो हम निकाल सकते हैं। तो जैसे मुझे जाना था एनालॉगियस फॉर्म में, तो फिर उसके लिए मैं ये कलर्स यूज़ करूँगा। मैंने ड्रैग करके कॉपी कर लूँगा, कंट्रोल डी रख लूँगा। अब यहाँ पे मेरे पास रेड को हमने ब्लू के साथ मिक्स किया था। अब कितनी सॉरी ग्रीन के साथ ब्लू मिक्स किया था, कितनी वैल्यू थी? 73 थी। इसी के साथ हम इसको 83 करेंगे तो ये वैल्यू क्या है, और ज़्यादा येलोइश टोन की ओर जाती रहेगी। तो विल मेक इट 190। तो अब धीरे धीरे हम लेमन की ओर जा रहे हैं। तो यहाँ पे हमारे पास ये वैल्यू अप्रॉक्सीमेट हमारे पास आई होगी। बाय बाय, ठीक है। 85 और राइट 85 वैल्यू हमने यहाँ पे दिया हुआ है। एक हम ये ले लेते हैं और 205 समथिंग। ऑरेंज से हल्का येलो, येलो से फिर थोड़ा लेमन येलो, और मतलब और थोड़ा सा येलो, बट ग्रीन वैल्यू थोड़ी ज़्यादा। रेड है 187 और ग्रीन जो है वो 205 है। दैट मीन्स येलो वैल्यू में ग्रीन की वैल्यू ज़्यादा है, राइट। ऐसे शेड्स हम मल्टीपल डिस्क्राइब कर सकते हैं। अब 205 है क्योंकि ये जाएगा कहाँ तक? 255 तक, तो 240 कर देते हैं, ऑलमोस्ट देयर। और यहाँ पे हम 255, तो ये वैल्यू आ जाएगी हमारी। अब हमारे पास इतने शेड्स ऑफ कलर आ गए हैं जिनका यूज़ करके हम आर्ट वर्क में अपने एनालॉगियस फॉर्म तैयार कर सकते हैं। इसमें लेट्स जस्ट से अब मैं कोई एक शेप तैयार कर रहा हूँ, और शेप ड्रॉ करने के लिए हमारे पास फ्री हैंड टूल था प्रीवियस। यहाँ पे 2 पॉइंट लाइन टूल है, इससे लाइंस क्रिएट होती हैं, सिंपल सीधी स्ट्रेट लाइंस। सो विल क्लिक एंड ड्रैग, एंड जैसे ही इसको यहाँ पे रख के छोड़ेंगे तो ये दोनों एक हो जाएगी। देन आई विल बी टेकिंग दिस ओवर हियर, एक इधर, अब जैसे हमने ये लाइन खींची है, इस लाइन को हम इसके ऊपर रखेंगे, एक लाइन को हम इसके ऊपर रख देंगे। तो इनको हम कलर तो कर सकते हैं, ये जॉइन नहीं हुआ है यहाँ पे, बट अगर ओपन एंड क्लोज रहते तो डेफिनेटली ये इसमें भी जॉइन हो जाता, राइट। सो इसको जैसे मैं सेलेक्ट करता हूँ, आई सेलेक्ट दिस वन, आई सेलेक्ट, ये जॉइन हो गया, राइट। इस पे डबल क्लिक कर देंगे तो वो डिलीट हो जाएगा। तो नाउ हमारे पास पूरा कंप्लीट एक शेप आ जाएगा। अब इसमें भी हम आसानी से कोई भी एक कलर फिल कर सकते हैं। तो मैं यहाँ पे इसको सिमिलरली यहाँ से कलर पिक कर लूँगा, एंड आई विल बी गिविंग इट समवॉट लाइक दिस। अब इसका कलर जो है वो बेसिकली फिल पे दिखाई नहीं दे रहा है। ओह, ये भी जुड़े नहीं है आपस में, पॉइंट हुए हैं लेकिन जुड़े नहीं है वो। चलिए इसको मैं क्या करता हूँ, थोड़ी देर के लिए डिलीट कर देता हूँ, एंड आई विल टेक माय बेजियर टूल। बेजियर पेन टूल की ही तरह होता है, बस इसमें खासियत ये होती है कि आपको ड्रैग करने के बाद एक बेजियर हैंडल मिलता है। जब इसमें आप क्लिक करते हैं तो एक पॉइंट मिलता है, जब दूसरी तरफ क्लिक करते हैं तो दूसरा पॉइंट मिलता है, ऐसे ही कनेक्ट करता है। अब ये मैं जब क्लिक कर रहा हूँ तो आप देख रहे होंगे एक पॉलीगॉन टाइप का शेप तैयार हो रहा है, राइट। लेकिन जैसे ही मैं इसको क्लिक करके दूसरी दफ़ा क्लिक करके इसको मैं ड्रैग करता हूँ तो ये मुझे कर्व ऑप्शन दे देता है। अब मैं इस पर क्लिक करके एक और ड्रैग करूँगा, एक और क्लिक करके ड्रैग, और इधर पे क्लिक करके ड्रैग कर दूंगा। सो यहाँ पे मुझे सारे में सॉफ्ट मिल गए ऑप्शन। अब जब भी मैं पॉइंट्स पे क्लिक करूंगा तो अब मुझे ये बेजियर हैंडल मिलेगा, इसको बेजियर हैंडल बोलेंगे। More curve, yes, definitely. So we can adjust any curve even after creating our geometry. Then as you can see, all of that contains a similar bezier. We can double click on the path so that we can add multiple shapes. So for this one I'll just create a random splash kind of shape, or probably a viscosity added to our design. It's kind of a simple, I should say, just like a chocolate is melting out from anything, or either ice cream is melting out. So we'll take this one and we'll take the color, we'll fill it, we'll remove its out outline color, and then we'll right click over the shape and click on power clip inside. This is power clip is actually something that used very often in the mostly it is basically used inside of a graphic design, because every time you need at least two tools which are being used in graphic designing for almost like 99% time, and one is your shape tool within the Corel Draw is this one, and another one will be the power clip inside, right? So after selecting the object, right click over it, click on the power clip inside, and then click back out at the geometry. It will actually shift it inside of the geometry. Exactly. It will actually be cropped if the geometry is bigger than the targeted geometry, then the geometry which we are actually filling inside is actually gonna be cropped. For example, let me just increase this one. This might be the um, might have the bigger size. So I'll just right click over it, power clip inside, and put it over it, so it will actually crop that. So now if I wanted to shift this, if I wanted to shift the place of this particular design, I'll have to click on edit. Automatically it will provide me this gizmo, because now it's converted into a power clip. So we can either double click over it, we also get the similar result. Select this, click on edit, that is also gonna give us the similar result, and I'm just gonna put it right over here, right, and I'll click on the finish, and now you can see that my design is perfectly curved over at the shape. Now I wanted something which actually gonna translate above it. I wanted another graph that could providely give me um, a path to reach to my text value, because we have already learned earlier in complementary design that well, whatever will be the base, its complementary will always be over at the text, right? So you can use the text over here. Let's just say this will be the target text. So what will be the color of the text? It will be our this color, final one. Oops. So we go, right, that will be our text, right? So it holds the ultimate complementary of our base color. Now as we had filled this one, now our second stage will be this. So if we are creating any shape, let's just say there's one more tip. If you are creating a graphic design and you are using a curve shape, then do not add at the initial level, do not add any blocks. If you are using a curve shape, then don't use a tangent shape, a pointy one, or a block one. Don't use them. If you are using a curve shape, then use either another curve or either circle or something that is having a curve, because human have the tendency to figure out the patterns inside of your design. So if anything which is not related to your design or pattern, it will be calculated by the viewer itself. So I'll be adding one more shape over here, or probably there are much more portions where you can actually use this rectangular tool in order to get a separate design. And I wanted a curve shape, then I will directly click lock this one, and I'll be putting a curve over here. So this could be turned into a curve, and this could also be turned into a curve capsule. So I'll be using this capsule shape, and I'll take a color which is right besides that next one. And then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put the set outline color over here, and then I'll be if I wanted to edit this, or probably if I wanted to add some another shape into it, I'll be using a combine option, an option which actually unites two different shapes, two objects. So now what I'll do, I'll click over here, I'll click and drag, and I'll take this color, right, and I'll take another of this color to be filled inside of this one. So I'll select this, I'll click set outline, right, click over here, put the outline away, and then I'll be just reducing a bit more value diagonally down so that all the three colors are visible. Then if I wanted to add a gap inside of it, if I wanted to delete something inside of it, I'll just copy this one, I'll click over it, drag it down, press shift in order to get the center, select both of this, and then as you can see at the option bar, we can able to see other options related to the boolean operations. These are boolean operations, and what boolean operation does in the graphic design, that you can actually merge two graphics, either subtract, either multiply, either intersect all of them. So in here you can see there is a trim option available. So I'll just click over this one, and now you can see that my graphic is removed, and I got this one, I'll put it over here. So now I will get three different shades for my graphic. One more thing, then let's just say if I took this one, and if I press the unite, you will get this same, right, they will be a single component. And one more thing, that you can also access, if you do not get this one, by default you will get this every time, but if you do not get it from here, you can go from object and go to shaping, you will get all of the shapes. You can click, either you can go for a combine, control L is the shortcut, click on the shape, and you will see that your shape is added in the Docker panel, right. So now you can use the weld option, and it will give you the some choices, that whether you wanted to leave the source material as it is and create a copy of a welded objects. If you wanted a copy as a result, then you can uncheck these, right. Or if you do not want a copy, oh sorry, if you wanted a copy, then check all of these, then you will get a welded one and also the both of the one. And if you do not want anything, then just tap it on that and go for a weld, and it will actually be welded, right. So I'll be adding these two as well over here. Let's give it some of over here. So select both of these, press Ctrl G, and as you can see, that is gone at the back side. Why? Because we haven't selected all of them. Now I have grouped it. Then again I'll do a power clip inside, then go to edit, select, and I'll reduce the size so that I could actually put that over at my design, and probably I'll be putting it on for a any pattern if I could want to give, or I'll just select this one. Probably this one will go right over here. Finish them so that we'll get some two separate designs to translate. Another one will be your these shades that you can provide. So I'll be adding some more designs with the help of Bezier tools. Let's just say if you wanted to break them, or either you wanted a you're creating a, sometimes you will feel that whenever you are creating um, a curve and you wanted to, I should say that whenever you create a curve, you will notice that whenever I click anywhere else, it automatically predicts its curve. That is what it is being doing. But if I wanted to get back to a U-turn, if I wanted to just draw something which is on a U-turn design, then if I click over here, it will give me a simple dot. This is why, because I have, see, over here it shows me a curve, but over here it gives me a simple. Why? Because this one is cusp one. Cusp is the is an option over here. You can see it's a cusp one. Cusp actually provides a tangent design. So you can use that cusp whenever you are drawing something. Let's just say if you are clicking, and I'll click and draw, and if I click over here, it provides me a curve. But if I don't want that curve, I'll press C and click. Right, let me just select and turn it into a cusp one. So when you press C, the both tangents is broken now. So just select the point. As you can see, this one is not broken, so it is working just like as a seesaw, right? But this one actually broken down, and now I can change its line to a portion. So this will help me out to create those designs which has a U-turn kind of patterns. So now let me just select this one. I'll add another portion of it, and again we'll go by here, and we got something like this outline. We remove this boundary, and we'll actually press Ctrl R to get 4 different shapes. We'll click and drag, put it inside of PowerPoint. Let's go by edit, and now I could add this one, or probably I'll press shift and give it something like this. I'll press fine. So I'll get these designs. Now what I'll do, I'll select this one and copy it down, and if I wanted to put a reflect on it, yeah, the mirror on it, I could select over at this option which is in mirror horizontally. I'll put it over here, and then I'll give it a mirror vertically, and then I'll go for finish. Then I'll get both of the options. Now I just wanted to put this one at the back side of the design. Then I'll select, I'll click on, or right click over it, I'll go for order and send to back, right, back to layer, and I'll get whatever the design is gonna be over there. Then I could actually use this one as to translate the design patterns, right? I'll increase it by this, and following up with this circles, what we'll do, the last color we'll actually use a circle, because we cannot use blocky shapes. We had already put all the blocks which we can put over here. So I'll just gonna add this color over here, and it is not the exact complementary of this text, but still it has lot of um, exact values inside of it. Let me just explain it again. The point is that this color is totally different from this color, but because they hold both of the color information in a similar ratio, right? Let's just go, if we go to properties, and whenever we search on this one and the text one, which is like this, so only 15 um, points are left in this one. So it's almost kind of a similar. So if I'm going to use this as a background of target text, this will not going to help me out in showing the text, because it gets blended over the design, right? So we cannot use that one. That's why I use this simple pahadi type kind of design. We can actually replace this one with some more separate design. So we have a pen tool over here as well. It holds that similar property which is available in Bezier tool. Right, exactly. It holds everything as similar. It's just that pen tool and Bezier are lot alike tool. They do not. They just have some options which can be applied whenever you are drawing. Now it's a bit. The explanation is bit off the point. Let me just re-explain it. That in Bezier tool, whatever we are creating, whatever we are drawing, after completing the shape, we do not get options for adding node or deleting node or anything like that. But in the pen tool, we actually get the options. Exactly, bus, that's all, right? But over here we will get all the options which you can on the simultaneously you can either delete or drag points. So I'll select this one, I'll put an edit, I'll select this, and let's take the color, whatever color you have been selecting over here will show you in a ascending manner, right? So in the this one is the latest one which we had used, and this one is the last one which we had used. Right, those are the first one which we had used in our graphic design. So I'll select this, and I'll, for the outline, I'll just go and give it a none color from here it solves, and I'll give finish to it. Now on the basis of these colors we had created this one. uh, we can actually, to give it a purpose, we can actually add a simple either white, either black, or either any of those colors. Let's just say I'll take a complementary color which has a bit of saturation in it, and then I'll put a probably this color has to be a little bit green, so that it will have a similar kind of hue, because all of them has a green color as in dominance, so they will definitely match a green color. That's why I had taken green. Blue isn't match a good match over here because it is not in the dominance pattern. So I'll put it right over here, and this might be my shape or whatever I will be creating over here. I could create a shape of a rectangle, just so that, oops, that's in a rectangle, and I'll click and drag, and then over at the outline color I'll select and give any of the outlines, so that I'll get a good nice outline over there. And we have the target as a text. Now we can put any image inside of it. So I'll be um, searching for an image. I could go on Control I. This is also shortcut for the image selection, and I'll select an image of a person. Probably it's so we'll take it from Google itself. Let's go to portraits. Probably I'll be taking a this type of portrait or a warm tone portrait of this guy, and we'll open it. We'll select. We'll put it inside of it. It's we'll stretch it up a bit, and I'll select power clip inside. I'll select it over. Now as you can see, this is inside of the shape which I do not want. I wanted it to be in a circle. So my design, this design holds the frame now. So if you, wherever you activate a power clip inside, you will find that there is a cross over here. This cross actually shows that this power clip is now a frame. So whatever image you drag inside of it, it will automatically be get as a power clip. It treat it as a power clip. So I'll select this. Right, exactly. We'll select it. Now we've got something like this, and I'll just put it right over here. And for this one, we'll edit it, and I'll mirror it one on this point, and I'll just drag it a bit uniform scale, right, and finish it with this quotient. See, my text is now power clipped inside of it. So I'll go by text, and I'll put it right over here, and I could change its font from this option. So I'll be changing it to a simple rounded one, or I'll go by Berlin Target. I'll do that. 36 or probably a lesser one. Okay, we'll do that by finish, and that's it basically. You do not have that is I should name it a bit different so that it makes sense, and it is analogous. Analogous theory. So we'll group it. So these are the certain options which are basically used in a color theory to create your own set of pattern. Creating blocks of colors is actually known as color paletting. So you can create these palettes in order to pick any color from these options, and you can use it in any other way. We had used it in a manner which is I should say in a ascending order for colors and shape selection, but you can use it for a descending order, or either for a symmetry pattern also, or a color balancing. You can use that. Okay, so let's do it till here. Right, this is analogous theory. So first we had already done the monochrome, we have already done the complementary, we had done the analogous color, right. Then we're gonna see some more color systems, and we had seen some shape manipulations with the help of our welding shaping tool, these Docker tool. We had seen that. We are going to be using these uh, more and more in our upcoming classes, so to create a different and much complex shapes. That is what we are going to do, right? And we had explored something about Bezier tools. This is also we use more often in creating geometries. Okay, so that's it for today. Bye bye, take care.